welcome to the Kind of Sort of Maybe show. We're back again. It's been a while, but we're back. Today we're going to talk about a movie we all watched, which is awesome, and we really enjoyed it. Claudia just saw it, yesterday? Mm-hmm. Which is, I don't know what date it is. Tuesday the 15th, probably. So it's been a long week for obvious reasons that the world now knows. And so anyway, let's talk about Arrival.
Yeah, that was a really long intro to the name of the movie.
I know, yeah. So we're talking about Arrival, movie that came out, I think, last week. And I saw it on Twitter. A shout out to Jeff Kanata. He's a guy I follow. He has a couple of podcasts. And I really like this guy. He's a guy who loves loving things. That's what he's known for. And I myself like that too. But the movie Arrival, he mentioned it. And I really wanted to check this out. I had no idea what this movie was about. And I thought it was really cool. Sorry, are you okay? Oh, okay.
I was trying to hold it.
It's okay. You can't hold it for an hour. Yeah. So the movie Arrival just came out last week, and I saw it. I saw the tweets all about it, and I was really curious. So we talked about it over the weekend. You saw it on Sunday,
right?
With your sister, I believe, earlier in the day.
I watched it.
You went to the grandma showing at 11 a.m.
I went to the grandma showing, yep. Yeah, and you watched it later
that night after the Cowboys game. Mm-hmm. I went and I decided I needed to check this movie out because I didn't want someone to spoil it if she saw it before me. I didn't even watch
it, you jerks.
Yeah, but you know, from past experiences,
I would do that.
Yeah, she would spoil it. Not on purpose, but okay, maybe on purpose. Yeah, maybe on purpose. But the movie Arrival, it was something different, something special. People have asked, what kind of movie is it? And it's kind of, if you like the movie Contact or maybe a little bit of Interstellar, I think Interstellar is a lot more action.
I don't think it's like Interstellar.
Not really at all?
No,
okay.
Interstellar is
My
more.
bad.
No, because that goes more into like the actual physics and like,
true.
Time travel and stuff like that. And Arrival is more, it focuses on Amy Adams, who plays Louise. What was her name?
Louise.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't remember her name.
Lois.
Lois Lane.
Yeah,
She's also Lois Lane.
Yeah, so Amy Adams is in this movie as well as Jeremy Renner, which you know as
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye. Or he was also in, I said Hawk.
All this time I've been hearing hot guy. I was like, he's not that hot guy. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, Jeremy Renner, you got Amy Adams, and you got Forrest Whitaker. Yes. So pretty much them three in the movie. Really great movie. First of all, I liked the movie. Did you like it, Claudia?
I liked it. Like, it kept me glued to my seat. I literally wanted to go to the restroom, but I didn't want to miss anything because I didn't want to get lost. Mm-hmm. It was really good. I liked it.
Cool. I loved it. I love that it was a female lead and she was so strong and smart, and I loved the message of the film and just the aliens and how like beautiful they were, not necessarily looks wise, but what they were trying to do in the film. And there's going to be spoilers in this podcast, spoilers. FYI.
Yeah. So that's the one thing with Arrival. I enjoyed it. And the whole thing, the premise of the movie, these 12 bean-like ships come to Earth, not any big city. There was no real reason for where they were. They were just all around the world. And people, it showed how different countries reacted to them. Right. And it was interesting that they didn't show them violent toward them. There was this curiosity, and they wanted every country
except almost China.
Yes, exactly. Wanted to communicate with them. And I think it took about 30 days from when they arrived to when they actually left or whatever, when we were told what had happened. It was really interesting. The movie started off with this, I guess, memories of this child with Amy Adams, like her birth and then the death of her child, which is very sad. I mean, in itself, I'm a father and I have my kids, and just imagining my kids growing up and then having them pass away in that kind of life. And the way the movie started, her character was very sad. Yeah. And that has a lot to do, again, spoilers with this movie, but it goes, you don't know that that's the future, actually, which was very, very clever, I thought. What'd you think about that?
Yeah, no, those little flashbacks throughout the movie I really wanted to figure out what they meant. And of course, it's not till the end that you find out. that they're just like, she never had a, well, did you understand that though?
Yeah.
Or was it just me?
She didn't have a daughter. She didn't have a daughter yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
yeah.
just kept seeing those glimpses,
Mhm.
and she was like afraid because like the moment that I realized something was up with the flashbacks was when like she comes out of the egg
Mhm.
and she's crying and she's like, that's why my husband leaves me.
Mhm.
But she didn't know already, right?
Well, she there was a point where she mentioned, "Why do you keep showing me this girl?"
Who's this?
Yeah,
this
who's
little
this
girl?
girl?
Yeah.
And then at that point, I'm like, "Holy crap, she hasn't had the baby yet."
Yeah.
And I mean, they even made a point, "Are you pregnant?" And she makes that look like no, like when they're doing the medical exam.
Yeah.
But it could have been because she had a loss. That's the way they wanted you to think, but she had just never been
Yeah,
pregnant.
the whole movie led me to think that, you know, she lost a child, that
yeah.
she, you know, the little girl had
She looks
cancer.
super depressed.
Yeah, she was so
Sad
depressed, but she was
teacher.
just
The
lonely,
lonely
I
life,
guess.
yeah.
And then the end, when they revealed that, I was like, holy moly,
Yeah.
guacamole.
That was a
And
cool, that was a cool reveal.
It was a cool reveal.
What'd you think,
The way
Melinda?
they did it.
Yeah, I really like that, especially, you know, like the theme of the film was to show that time was not linear, right?
Mhm.
And so for them to do that like cinematically as well, like they didn't follow that timeline or that structure,
linear
linear like structure, yeah, of film. I mean, I thought that was really
That was
smart.
genius.
Very
Yeah.
smart and clever. I thought that was cool, which also lend itself to the whole power. Well, before that, we have also Jeremy Renner. He was Dr. Ian, and I was like, is that a callback to Jurassic Park? That's what I was thinking, Dr. Ian Malcolm.
I
You
hadn't
know?
even thought of that.
I was like, oh,
But why,
of course he's
though?
named Ian. He's a mathematician.
Well,
You know,
he
that
was
whole...
a theoretical physics. Wait,
Oh,
who?
he-
Are you talking about Jurassic
was
Park or
Renner?
or- no, he was a theoretical physicist.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it was a callback to it or just like a little... I don't know. You name
The
all your scientists Ian.
coincidence, Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Ian. But I thought that was cool. I picked it up. I was like, oh, of course his name is Dr. Ian, which was awesome. But speaking of that, like the whole nonlinear travel between your life, the whole understanding of the
Heptapods.
heptapod
Hep-
Hep-
yeah.
heptapod heptapod language was that once you understand it and master it, you can travel back and forth through your timeline pretty much, which was shown in the movie with the Chinese
The ambassador,
general,
president, or
yeah,
whatever
it was like
he
a Chinese
yeah.
general that was leading the army or military to attack this, which would have been chaos. And that was portrayed really cool because she, in that moment, since
It was
she
happening
understood,
for the first
it was happening
time.
for the first time. Yeah. And
Yeah.
where she saw the number, and then this is what my wife told me. You told me
The
this.
dying
Yeah, the dying
words.
words,
Oh,
which
man, yeah.
that was so cool. That was really cool. But also I was telling Melinda that I thought it was so awesome that this gift that they got from these heptapods of where she can go back and relive those moments with her daughter,
The happy
the memories and pretty much the life of her and her daughter, which is so amazing. I mean, imagine if you can do that, like your happiest days, go back and live them over again.
What was
which is
amazing to
awesome.
me is that despite knowing that her daughter was gonna pass away, she chose to still have it.
Yeah.
Like I think like the hints at the end of the movie when she's hugging Ian, and like they're close. It instead of like it leads me to think that instead of her like knowing what's gonna happen and avoiding it, like she chose to live it. Like she kisses him and she's like, I don't care what's happening. Like I wanna live it with you.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
You.
I don't know. I want to talk about Jeremy Renner and how he left the family and how I was like shocked by it because I know that she said that he got mad that was the reason. It's because she went into that egg thing and got like inhaled that.
That's the other thing I was talking to you about.
That thing.
Yeah.
But I don't understand how he could have he would still leave them. Like I would think that that would make him stay with them longer, knowing that their time is limited. My thing would be for him to stay and be with them during that time and suffer and know that you're gonna suffer in the end, but still experience that the way she did. So I don't know that part.
Yeah, that's a good point. So what Melinda was talking about was when a theory that I'm sure it's established in the movie, not a theory, but when she went into that atmosphere unprotected on their side of that glass wall, she inhaled and had a little bit of trouble breathing. And so I was telling Melinda, I think that's when she got sick or had something in her body. And then so when she conceived the baby, that's the disease that the baby had, the very rare disease that the baby had. which she grew up and then ended up passing away from. So that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if it's established or if it was just laid out there. But when I was thinking about that, and so maybe that's why there was a line in there. He blamed me or something, or you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that or something.
Take knowing. I think it was something like that. Like she told the little girl like some people can't like handle the truth or something like that.
I told him before he was ready or something like that, and he got really really mad. And
that's true. I think as somebody, you would think you'd have limited time with your daughter. You would be there with her and be with them as much as you can. Although maybe in the future, like maybe he wasn't there, like as far as maybe he passed away. Like when she was older as a teenager, I know when she was younger, she's like, oh, your dad has you this weekend or whatever.
Yeah, but even like as like a preteen, because remember when she went down to ask what that like the thing
ask your dad.
The non-zero, non-zero sum.
Something like that, yeah.
Non-zero sum. Ask your dad, call your dad. That's his science is his thing. And she was already a preteen, you know.
That's
so
true.
like they were just
still
not
there.
together.
They were just not together.
They weren't together.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I know I would be there as far as having your kids. You want to spend every moment with them. That's true.
So the movie was good, right? Yeah. And like, let's not deny that it wasn't good. But one thing that really made me angry for the character was the way she was treated by like the other man in the, I don't know if it was just me, but like, you know, she's trying to explain like why like it is the way she is, like the language that, you know, you have to listen, you can't just go and conflict. And I felt like they weren't listening to her. It made me so mad.
I don't think that was because she was a woman. I feel like that's because they were military men and they needed to get the job done. Like their job is like, we need to, like, this is where we are. We need to get to here. Like they don't care about the middle part. And that's what she was trying to convey to them. Like, it's going to take time. And I think that's what it was. It was just like them like, no, like we need to get this done, because she replaced a guy, right? She replaced.
Yes, they had someone there before, and
he didn't even work out. So I mean, the fact that they like, she explained it to them, she communicated with them, this linguist, and she told them like, this is what we need to do, and that's when they finally like understood. But yeah, I don't think it was because she was a woman.
I don't know, but I was like, does she need to be more direct? Like there were times where I was kind of like frustrated and I felt bad for her. Like, you know, she's trying to let them know, like, don't do this, or like, listen to me. And like, I felt like, I mean, of course they want to get things done. Like, you know, it happens a lot, but I felt bad for her.
Because she was in charge of a whole team, which was really cool. Like they came in and they were excited to work with her. So she had, they knew who she was and they respected her. And the military, I think, Forrest Whitaker's character, he was very like understanding. He wanted to understand. He wanted to help. I mean, he was on her side. He wasn't against her, but you have those orders from the Pentagon, from the president of like, figure it out. And make sure you're doing the right thing, because if not, like, what's their contingency? They're going to nuke it. They're going to, you know, fight it or whatever, even though they showed they weren't hostile at all, which is cool. It was good to see like friendly aliens, right?
Yeah, I love aliens. Like I love aliens. I am like, boop, like Fox Mulder like level of loving aliens, and to see these creatures in this film and how they did just want to communicate, and just like the role that communication played. Yeah, communication. You know how, especially like where we are now, like that means everything, and how she. You know, that was her role, that was her job, and that's in the end what saved everyone, is because she thought everything through, and that's, you know, that was, you know, one of the themes of the movie. But oh man, I loved it, and I loved their language, and I thought it was just so cool, you know. That was a gift. That gift was language. Was the language. It's a communication.
And the way they described it, and I mean, you learned a little bit about how they need, in order to get here to this question, you know, why are you here on Earth or whatever it was. What is your purpose?
What is your purpose on Earth?
They needed to establish all these other things, and I loved how she broke it down. Yeah. And you know, well, first they need to understand this.
It was just a sentence, like you see it and you understand it, but there are like different like aspects of that sentence.
I mean, especially where there's no back and forth, and how she was brave and took the suit off. They need to see me as not a weird creature that looks like all of you. We're all different.
And the little birdie.
The birdie. And the whole, you know, the point of the bird, I think the bird was there for like, they used to put canaries in the mines back Have you ever heard that?
No.
When mine workers would go into mines, they take the canary. So if oxygen was running low, like I think they die first.
I figured it would have to do something with oxygen. Yeah, like if the bird could survive, then like they'd be fine. That's what I figured.
Yeah. So if there was low oxygen, the bird would die. And I mean, they didn't show that in the movie, but I think it's one of those things you're supposed to know or pick up. But I think that's what the bird was for, the canary.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. And then, of course, she had that whole conspiracy guy on the radio or the internet, that kind of influenced, and it takes things from real life. You have those people, your Alex Jones and all that kind of weird conspiracy theories. And so that they portrayed that in the movie as well. And you had that military guy he was influenced by him and several of them. So they tried to take action, which was, a weird part in that movie. It was like, whoa, I guess they have to throw that action in there, but they lost the trust. Like, they protected them. They had that relationship with her, but that was just, I guess, something cool you have to say about
So what do you think about the used weapon?
That was tool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. I thought that was, they were going to attack, like these countries were going to attack them because of miscommunication of words, which is, in everyday life, we have that. What do you think?
Yeah. Did you understand though, like what they were getting at when they were telling you
Use
like
weapon.
like what the weapon was?
The tool. What?
Yeah, because he did say when she was there with him, he's like, hey, what's up? Where's Costello or Abbott? Where's Abbott? And it's like, oh, he's in the dying process. That was pretty sad. And she's like, she showed sympathy. Well, I'm sorry. And these things are massive too, like the heptapods. And so do you think there's only like 2 of them in each, like bean thing or ship, or there's a whole bunch of them in there? Like they never established that, right? That there's more than one.
My opinion is that there were the 2. I think
there was just 2 of them.
Yeah, because we didn't see anything.
Yeah,
we didn't see anything else. And we know that like where they were, like that was like something else in like time and like space or whatever, right? Because the way they were in relatively to the actual like bean thing, I don't know. Like I would think.
You think it was almost like a different,
like a parallel, not a different universe, like a.
Like they were physically in another space?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
Okay. So almost like teleportation, or they were somewhere else. Like it was just a vortex. Well, what was cool is when they left and they just kind of like disintegrated, fizzled out, and I think they were like going back to their world or whatever it was. So I thought that was cool.
So what I was saying about the weapon is that like I thought that they meant like, be careful because they're gonna use a weapon and they're gonna explode.
They're warning them.
But then they said use your gift, or like
because the other ones got that one also was the used weapon. Like they all understood that that's what it was, or tool, like a different.
But what they were trying to hint at is that the weapon was the language. Because they gave her the gift, right? The gift was the language, and only she understood it. And so they were trying to tell her like use the weapon, right? Use the weapon. That was what I saw. Is that what you understood? Because I think that's the way I saw it.
I saw it as a tool. I never thought of it as a weapon. She said at the very beginning, when she first saw it, she read use weapon. But she's like, this could mean something else. Well. And then, it could also mean tool. And that's when we figured out that that's what it was. The communication was a tool. It wasn't a weapon. I never saw it as a weapon.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's what they were trying to say when it was a tool or a weapon. It was the language. That's what they were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Because everyone thought it was like a physical weapon, but I was like, no, like, and then at the end, I was like, it's the language. And I asked Pablo if he liked it, and he didn't like it that much because
he didn't like the movie.
He didn't like the anxiety of not trying to figure things out.
Really?
I loved it. Yeah, I loved when when they were showing new ones, and I also was trying to figure it out. I'm like, oh, that says. I'm like, that one says human, right? And they're like, nope, that's it. I'm like, okay, well, I tried. But yeah, there's times where I'm like, I think that little curly thing in the end, I think that one's human. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was cool because they also talked about how like that one symbol was a complex sentence. Yeah. It meant so much right there.
Like it was a meaning. It wasn't like a specific.
Wasn't a word.
It was a phrase or a meaning. Yeah, like it was like the behind. It wasn't a word. It wasn't like a single.
And it was cool that it also didn't have like a sense of time. Like in our sentences, we have like we've been there, we were there, we will be there. But like according to like what I understood yesterday is that that like circle had no presence of time. So
Mm.
just like their whole language
Mhm.
didn't have like you said, non-linear, sense of time.
Mhm.
Like the same sentence structure didn't have those like time words.
Okay.
That's what I understood. Yeah.
I didn't catch that,
Yeah.
but that's interesting. Okay.
Mhm.
Did they
Really
have?
cool.
No, because like there's that part where like they were showing what they were, and so like the part where Jeremy Renner was
Mhm.
walking and what the word
Oh, that
said
was cool.
walking, so
Mhm.
like a present type thing.
Mhm.
I don't know. I thought the language thing was cool, and I loved how she learned it, where she could with the iPad or whatever,
Yeah.
like construct her own phrases and mean. Oh man, I thought that was so cool.
It was cool.
Like
Real
that was
fast.
insane. Yeah, the technology, I mean,
Mhm.
is insane, but I thought that was really cool how she learned. I mean, she learned it.
And speaking of the first time they walked, like when they jumped, when you get that reveal where they're like
Kind of
raising
When
up
they
into
go-
the thing, and then they
Yeah.
jump and gravity changed and
Yeah.
shifted. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that was really
I
cool.
love that. I love that whole science part. The whole science part of that.
Yeah, I got like all queasy just imagining.
Would you say that
Really?
you got the nuns?
I got the nuns. Like I was like, ooh, because when they threw the little glow stick, I was like, wasn't that supposed to fall? Like it
Mhm.
didn't click, right? And then when they jumped and suddenly they were like
Freaked you out.
vertically, I was like, whoa, that's why
Yeah.
it didn't fall,
Yeah.
because like the world is like
The
the
gravity,
gravitational
to
pull on there.
the
Mm.
rock or
Yeah.
whatever.
Or
it was.
yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I thought that was awesome. I love that stuff in there. So speaking of that, you also saw a movie. You've been humming it all week, right? How was that one?
Wait, why are we going to talk about
I
that
don't know.
now?
I just want to. Which was?
I had a space marathon this weekend. Was it a space or like a science?
sci-fi.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't sci-fi. It was like a space marathon. It's like Interstellar, The
Love that
Martian,
movie. Love that
2001: Space Odyssey, and then it ended with when we went to go watch Arrival. So it was just like a space, like
Cool.
alien, not alien.
You
It
ever
was a
s-
space marathon.
Have you ever seen Interstellar? Matthew
beginning,
McConaughey. The
with
beginning.
Matthew McConaughey,
What?
yeah.
You got to do yourself a favor and watch that movie.
It's really
It's
long.
good. Is that a no? What do you have to do in your day?
Thanks,
No, I
Jim.
mean like seriously.
Watch
like,
Ghostbusters and never talk about
We
it.
will. We
Oh,
will.
yeah.
We will.
Jerks.
No, we have to watch. We will talk about it. We will talk about Ghostbusters. But Interstellar, check that one out.
It's really, really
It's
good.
good. It's a good.
It's so it's
sciencey
one of those
movie.
like trippy, like whoa
Really?
movies.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
it's so good. And I want to buy a book, like the science behind
Mhm.
Interstellar, I think is the name of the book, and I
Mhm.
found it on Amazon, and I want to buy it.
Cool.
I was in
And learn the
DC
science
when
behind
they
it.
premiered it at the museum. I want to say that they did a premiere, and all my coworkers were all excited, and I worked late that day.
You
and I
worked
was
late
so
that
sad.
day? Oh man.
No, Matthew McConaughey.
Wait, so then you've never ever seen like
I
Only
saw the
30 minutes.
beginning with Pablo, and then we just like faded out of it.
Why?
you need to, Claudia.
real
It's
long.
No.
All I know is that
Yeah,
there's like
no.
a cornfield, right? And then there's a drone. And
That's the beginning. And boom, fell asleep.
it's like 3 minutes of the
I
movie.
know.
that's it.
Wow, you gotta watch that one.
You
Congratulations.
need
And they're
to,
like
Claudia.
farmers or something.
Yeah,
It's no, you're gonna
It's
like the
good.
message of that film.
yeah, it's,
It's
good
really
message,
good.
Too.
It's so long. Okay.
And I watched it again. Like this was
I'm
my
gonna watch it this weekend.
Yeah, this was like
it's
my
awesome.
not my first time watching it. Like I've watched it multiple
I've
times.
only seen it once.
And I
I
still
love
cry. Like there's this one scene where I cried
Oh
again.
man, yeah, there's a bunch of those in that movie. It's
I think
great.
this is the third time that I watched the film.
Okay,
And I
It's
still
only my
like
I'll watch it this weekend because I have it ready to go. I just haven't watched it again.
it's
I
good.
love
Just I love space films like
Mhm.
that.
And because it's science, and it's
It's
also
the
it's
science.
directed by Christopher Nolan,
yes,
which is
and
director
the
of
music,
the Batman, the new Batman
the music
movies.
is so good.
Oh yeah,
The
it's a
soundtrack,
smart
the
movie.
score
It's very
is
good.
so good. It's a really smart, like it is a smart movie, and
Mhm.
yeah, and also
Yeah.
Alfred or what's his
Yeah,
name?
Alfred Pennyworth.
He came out, so
Michael Caine.
Well, I'll have a lot of
No.
time next week. So
Alfred.
maybe
Yeah,
I'll
next week
watch
you
it.
got Thanksgiving.
it's on Amazon Prime. You can watch it there because you have that, right?
Yeah, we also have other measures to get movies.
Like the Red Box,
Okay.
the Blockbuster,
Yep.
Video Plus, or what do you call
Apple
it?
Stick.
It was Video Plus. Ever. Shout
What
out
is-
Roma, best city in the world.
What is Video Plus? Nobody knows.
It was our version of Blockbuster. It's like not that
And
hard to
again,
understand.
Were they like on
No, they weren't pirated. They're real movies that you rent.
pirated? You know, okay,
No.
okay. Well, that's what we did. Yeah, Arrival again, great movie,
Mhm.
good science movie.
How many donuts?
I gave it 10 out of 10.
Me too.
Donut.
9 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
I don't know why. I can't explain.
So, but you liked the movie.
Yeah, I
I'm
really
gonna have
liked it.
to
I
write this one
really
down.
liked it, but I would give it a 9.
Okay,
Just
that's
because
fine.
more
That's fine.
action. I felt like the end was just real quick. Like to me, like
it
I
was
felt like
perfect.
I could know a little bit more about.
If
like,
you
why
want
they
action and sci-fi,
Interstellar.
watch Interstellar
Interstellar.
because that has a lot of action.
Ooh, a bunch of cool stuff in there.
What do you think, guys? What do you think was the message of the movie? Do you think there was even a message?
Yeah. There's a bunch of messages.
Like,
Well, for one, communication
Communication.
is super important,
Working
which I
together.
always say working together. And, coming together. I mean, the whole point was they all had to...
They all have a piece of the puzzle.
Exactly. They weren't all on their own. Like each country wasn't all on its own. They had to work together with the rest of
Oh
the
yeah,
world.
like that part where they were like all going offline, like that broke my heart.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
hated watching that. My heart was
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it was cool to see that they were all working together in the first place, which I think
Yeah.
was a little far-fetched, but because
I
I
know.
don't think they would do that. But
oh no, and that's the thing. Like if it happened in real life,
we'd all...
we would all be dead.
Yeah.
That would not happen. I have no
Faith.
faith that the nations would communicate the way they did with each other. I do not
maybe
think
that's
we will
the
do that.
message they're trying to portray.
But that's what it was, communication and then working together. But I don't think we're gonna that we can do that.
Yeah, I mean, they always say... there's a bunch of memes out there, but they always say when... I don't know, if a global threat comes, I mean, if we had like this asteroid coming to Earth, what would we do? Would we be
If
screwed,
an
or do we have a
asteroid
plan?
came to Earth, I think we die.
You would die.
It's so scary.
No, it's an asteroid coming to Earth, Jim.
Have you seen
Can you
the
say
documentary?
something else
Close
like
my
aliens or?
I don't want to fall.
Yeah, have you seen
Stupid.
the documentary Armageddon? I think they proved what we can do. That's our plan. Anyway, so
Well,
that'll
I'll
work.
go to
Or Deep Impact.
space and become astronauts.
Why us?
They'll pick us.
Okay.
They
They'll just
won't.
come and take the PRT.
Okay.
We'll be drilling holes in space.
And also, have you seen Deep Impact
No,
with Frodo? Frodo's in that movie.
no, I have not. Is it good?
It's
Is it worth me writing down?
Yeah. Okay, post-apocalyptic. No, it's not a post-apocalyptic movie. It's one of those
A
disaster movies.
dystopian-
No, it's almost. It's an asteroid coming to Earth. Yeah, asteroid coming to Earth movie. It came out at the same time that Armageddon came out,
Mm.
but it was different because, it was just different. Almost same idea, a little bit. It's all right though. It's a good movie.
Doesn't sound
We
like
shall
it's
see.
a good movie.
No, it's
Yeah,
good
we
because
right.
shall
because
see.
you picked your team. Were you Team Armageddon or Team Deep Impact? And at the
I've only
time-
seen one of
At the
those,
time,
so
I
I'm.
went Team Armageddon.
Yeah.
But, Bruce Willis, he's like yippee-ki-yay, and then
But forget Bruce Willis. It's young Ben Affleck.
with big teeth, his horse teeth.
Aw,
What?
why are you
Doesn't
shaking?
Well,
matter.
because now he's a freaking buff, and back then he was
funny and quirky.
Was he funny?
He was pretty funny in that movie.
with the animal crackers.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that part with Liv Tyler? Liv Tyler.
What's her face from the
Liv
Hulk?
Tyler. What?
From the Hulk is what
Who?
she played. What's
Liv Tyler?
Bruce? No,
Banner?
she played Bruce Banner's girlfriend. Oh my God, I'm blanking on her name. It'll come to me when the podcast ends.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, so I like Liv Tyler. Have you seen the movie? We're just going off movies.
Just saying, no.
Yeah, I
Bruce
know.
Willis, Liv Tyler, 90s movie, Empire
The f-
Records,
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like.
Fifth Element, that one too, Bruce
Oh,
Willis.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, science.
It's a hilarious movie.
Yeah, no, anyway. But that was the movie Arrival and Interstellar. We need to talk about Interstellar later.
We should just have
One
a
day.
space podcast.
We can.
The Final Frontier.
And then we don't talk about Star
and
Trek
not
at all.
talk about Star Trek.
Yeah, so you got to catch up on all 10 seasons of Star Trek, and then I'm just
Get
kidding.
to it and then watch the 3 films, the new ones, but
And
then
the old
also
ones,
the old
to
ones.
compare and contrast.
Yeah.
Jim and Melinda take on space movies. And Claudia holds the
Have you
camera.
seen The Martian?
Oh, Martian.
Have you read Have you
Wait.
read the book?
Wait, that was no, I haven't seen.
Yeah,
No,
it.
I
that
seen
was
it.
that was
That was with that dude.
What's his name?
I don't know his name.
Ben Affleck's
but
best
he's
friend.
hot. I don't know. He ends up in Mars and Matt
Matt.
Damon.
Matt Damon.
Yeah, and he grows his own things and
What is that? What things did he grow?
Like corn
He was a native.
and onions.
No, he doesn't. Keep going. Which one? Yeah,
No, he grew something.
Yeah,
He just
what is
ate
it?
it. Like,
What was
the whole
it? What was
time.
it?
I don't remember.
It was a big part of it. Come on,
A
you can do
cucumber,
it. No, keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't make
It's my
like
potato.
Because he-
fries.
because
Does not look like a
He didn't make
potato.
French fries.
He ate it like whole.
It's because he tried to he was able to regrow them over and over and over
Mhm.
with the anyway,
That's
it was cool.
It's a
amazing.
good movie.
This
That's
is a
a good
great movie.
It was
I
so
liked
good.
Very
it.
scientific.
I never read the book, but did you read
I
the book?
want to. No, I haven't read it, but I
Order-
ordered it. I just ordered it on
Mm.
Amazon Prime, so in 2 days.
You'll
I
You
will have it.
need to go watch Inferno, mister. And you need to read the book.
Did you
I
watch
do need
Inferno?
to. I still haven't. I don't like watching the
movies?
films unless
Not
I've read
the-
the book,
Mm.
and I haven't read the book,
Yeah.
so I haven't seen the
will
movie.
Not. I need to rewatch The Da Vinci Code,
Oh,
Angels
so
and
good, so
Demons,
good.
and the other one.
You should
And-
have
One of them's
Dan
on
Brown.
Netflix.
Oh yeah,
Marathon.
Dan Brown.
Dan Brown.
Cool. But anyway, so that was the movie Arrival and a million other things. So thanks for watching. And should we talk about one more? Right.
We're
Anyway,
talking
actually,
about space.
never
Let's
mind.
talk about.
Let's talk about something else
Let's
that
talk
we
about
watched.
Doctor Strange, Mr. Strange.
It's
Oh,
Doctor
we're gonna be here
Strange.
forever. We talk about Doctor Strange.
No,
guys.
I don't think we have a
Why?
lot to say about Doctor
Are
Strange.
you sure?
I can't remember. That's why I don't have much
Me
to
neither.
say.
We watched it a long time ago.
Because we saw it when it came out.
Well, he's my future husband.
But
He's my
then-
Sancho. Okay.
Does your husband
Benedict
know?
Cumberbatch
Sancho.
or Doctor Strange.
You're confusing me.
The actor or the character?
Oh, the character.
So the arrogant guy,
Yeah.
a lot of
He's
money.
cool.
He's cool.
He's a doctor and he has a Lamborghini. And
But he had a Lamborghini.
Yeah, he crashed
it's
that.
a cool. I like that.
He didn't have any money after that.
'Cause
After all the
he was a-
surgeries.
No, he was horrible.
Yeah.
But he's hot.
Okay. Yeah. So okay. So yeah, Doctor Strange. You got Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor
Yeah.
Strange. He's now in the Marvel. You laughed at his name. That's his real name.
I'm like, you're confusing me. Like, who are you talking about?
Yeah. So Doctor Strange. Finally. I mean, I know there's other movies, Marvel movies back in the day. Have you seen those funny photos of the old Doctor Strange? Looks really funny and ridiculous. But
just his
yeah, it's like
his
these racist.
iconic facial hair.
Oh no, that's okay.
Does
Not
it-
him.
Who? Wait,
So-
who are you
sorry,
talking about?
go
Doctor
ahead.
Strange. What?
No, not him. His iconic facial hair. Yes, that's true.
I just like there's like one comic with Doctor Strange
Mhm.
and Iron Man, and
Mhm.
Iron Man's like, oh, we're facial hair buddies now, and Doctor Strange is like, but then he gives him the 5, and then the next one is so good.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I think I saw that. Did you tweet that, or did I see it somewhere on Twitter?
No, I don't think so.
Mm.
Oh, because they have the same, like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're,
like
they're
the
Bigote de
goatee.
candado.
goatee brothers, like mine. No,
someday, Jim. When it grows.
Can you
I
grow
go
a
through-
beard?
No.
it's
Is
a
that
medical
it?
condition that I.
You're
Um,
lucky, though, because you'd have to shave every day. I think you
No,
shave,
like,
once
grow
a
a
week, right?
beard.
I shave twice a week. Yeah.
No, you
I
don't.
do. I shave on Sunday
Jim. It's okay.
or Monday morning, and then I shave again on Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, and then
Believe it.
it's true. And then Fridays is like,
No,
oh
don't
man, I have to
lies.
shave again. Every 2 days, I don't lie. Every 2 days I have to shave, or else it just looks funny. It's just a little
Benefit
one.
of the doubt.
Yes, there you go. Use it
Correctly.
properly. So yes, Doctor Strange. Back to let's see if this thing is working. Back to Doctor Strange. We have a guy. It was just really, really cool. He was on that phone. He got in the car accident and messed
Oh
up
yeah,
his
that's
hands.
hilarious,
Yeah,
Jim.
I was-
That's
I was, like,
real
cracking up. I was
funny.
Good old comedy. That's what he gets. Shouldn't talk on the phone.
Be
and
looking
drive.
at friggin' X-rays while he's driving.
Exactly. So that
do that,
arrogance.
guys.
Yeah, if you're a doctor, don't do that. But it was cool. He was a good doctor. It went into that whole mystical thing. Great job. The mystical thing. I loved how they kind of just incorporated all the special effects with the different world and all
Oh,
that
man.
stuff. It was cool.
The special the special effects in that film were so good.
Hmm.
So good. Like,
Yeah, it was a little bit of
Inception.
Inception. Like remember Inception kind of had the whole bending
With
of
the-
reality
yeah.
and all that stuff. So I loved how they did that bless you.
Bless you.
In Doctor Strange. I
hated
thought you were trying to think. You hated Inception?
It gave me a headache.
Why?
I could not watch that movie.
How come? Have you seen it as an
yeah,
adult?
with Leonardo DiCaprio. With Leo. Like, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Very good.
Yeah, like, I didn't like it.
Why?
That's one of my least favorite
And
movies
Juno.
in the whole wide world.
And Juno, you don't like Juno? Why?
Oh, Juno's cool.
Oh,
But not,
you like Juno?
like, just that movie was just super confusing.
Oh, Juno was in it. That's right. Ellen Page. She's awesome. She was great.
What did you?
Hmm?
What'd you think I was saying?
I was like, she didn't like the movie Juno. It was
Juno.
like, yeah, Ellen Page was in it, which is cool. Yeah, it was a great movie. Tom Hardy was in it.
Tom Hardy.
Oh, we're talking about Inception now. Yeah. Mr. Wu. Do you know what we're talking about? Bane from Batman. Do your Bane impression.
I don't know who that is.
Bane, the guy from Dark Knight Rises, the guy who wore the mask. Mr. Wayne, something.
I don't know.
Do
I
your
can't brain today.
We can't brain today.
I can't brain today.
Okay.
Yeah,
So anyway, Tom Hardy was in it. Ellen Page as Juno was in it, and Leonardo, Leo from
Leo.
Titanic was in
Leo.
it.
First name basis.
Yeah.
Jack.
He was cool. How does this relate to Doctor Strange?
No, what were we saying?
Oh,
The bending
the
of reality.
so the bending of reality was cool in this movie.
I loved how he went from science to spiritual like that.
Yeah, that was a quick turnaround.
It's like from one day, but it's
But
because
he's
he
a
wanted
genius.
to read. Like
Yeah.
he just wanted to learn
And-
about stuff, and he's like, I want to know how to do that. I think that's so cool because when I'm reading, I'm like, I want to do that too, but I don't have.
You
I
don't
mean,
have magic
obviously,
powers.
the ability.
And then he taught himself to like separate from his
Astral
body
project or whatever.
to read.
Yeah.
I was like,
That
that's
was-
something Melinda
Was-
would do.
I would have loved to do. Like he's
Because-
sleeping and he's still reading.
reading,
Like that's
yeah.
so cool.
That is really cool. I love that whole interpretation of that where he was very science, and then he believes in this other thing. I mean, like, how can you not after you saw what they did to you in that first part where it went all trippy,
Yeah.
Willy Wonka style into the. Anyway, it was really cool. I also like the magical aspect as far as like the way it was portrayed. It was like I've seen some cartoons and of course in the comics and stuff. I was never a big Doctor Strange. I don't know too much about him. How about you guys?
No, and that's because I'm Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
and I had known about him, but I had never read a single comic of his. I had never seen the show, like nothing. So like I went in with like a clear, like fresh mind.
It was a new one.
And before going, because I knew who he was, I kind of like researched who he was a little bit more. But yeah, like I went in with a fresh, like I have a clear like slate. Like I just want to go in without having any
prior knowledge.
of who he is as a superhero.
How about
Of
you?
course, blank as a white paper.
What did
I
you?
was super.
Why did you want to watch Doctor Strange?
Because Pablo was super excited,
Excited
and when
about
I see him all get excited, then I get excited.
Mm.
But yeah, like, what you guys think of the Sunday eggs?
The what?
The little.
What'd you call them?
scenes.
Easter
She-
eggs.
the
Easter
Easter
eggs.
eggs.
Okay.
The
Okay.
eggs.
Easter
yeah,
eggs.
those.
The
They're
after
on
credit
Sunday.
The after credit scenes.
Are you talking about that? Okay. Yeah, that was.
Well, the Easter
there was two of
egg
them.
was the Infinity Stone,
Yeah, that's
which
true. They finally. So what the whole thing he was using the whole time, the time stone.
Yeah.
Or he was it the time
That's
stone?
the
Is
one
that
that
what
Thor is after, right?
Not Thor, but
Thanos.
the guy in Guardians of the Galaxy. Do you remember him?
Thanos, like he's
Yeah,
actually
he's
like
actually-
up
oh,
there
he's
watching.
watching.
Yeah.
The one with the glove. I don't know if you remember Guardians.
Thank you for saying Thanos, because when people say Thanos, I get mad.
Oh, okay.
Because
cool.
that's the way you're supposed. Like that's
Make her angry.
no, because that's like the real way of saying it, Thanos, and I say Thanos.
Oh, the real way is saying Thanos.
Mhm.
Oh man.
I know.
Damn it. I gotta change that too.
No,
Okay.
keep saying Thanos, because I know that it's the right way of saying Thanos, and I still say Thanos
Thanos. Why did I say Thanos? I think
because
I said
that's
Thanos. Anyway, so he grabbed the glove, and which he has. Well, I don't think he had any stones on there. I don't think he has any of them, but he's trying to get all these stones. And I think in the movie, no, they call them stones. In the comic, they call them gems, infinity gems. So it was cool because Doctor Strange is using this one when he ultimately at the end, which was a very cool scene because he shows up late, everybody's dead, all his friends or that one dude Wong. Was it Wong?
He was funny.
He was very funny. He had died
with Beyonce.
Yeah, with Beyonce. That was cool. He was. They had lost the battle. These guys had destroyed the thing. The bad guy was coming into. What's his name? Mumanu.
Which one?
The
one.
The evil, from the sky.
Wait, which one? The one from the sky or the actual villain?
The one from the sky.
Dormammu.
Dormammu. Okay. And the villain? What was his name?
Dormammu. Dormammu.
Okay.
Dormammu.
Sure.
I don't know, but when they first started saying it, I thought they were like insulting each other, like saying like
a bad word or something?
No, I was hearing like your
mama. Your mama.
Yes, I was hearing like your mama. I'm like, what is happening? So like it took a while to register. I'm like, oh, Dormammu was the person.
So he shows up and everybody's dead, and he does something. He reverses time. He's breaking the rules, right? He's reversing time. Sets this whole thing, and that was a cool scene as far as visually and just seeing it in the movie, how all these people that had died were coming back to life, and like
the little family,
the families that had gotten killed or whatever because of what had happened, and then he ended up fighting them, and then went up there and flew away, which is cool. And the cape allows him to fly. That's his tool. His power.
Chose him.
It chose him, kind of like Harry Potter or something.
The
right?
cloak of invisibility.
The invisibility
Except
cloak.
it didn't make him invisible.
And also, anyone
like
can be invisible. You don't need to be chosen.
Yeah, no. So he flew up there, and a really cool thing. It's been going on Twitter. I've seen it a couple times. I've come to bargain.
I've come to bargain.
Dormammu,
I've come to bargain.
Yeah, what a cool scene, right?
It's so good.
Yeah,
he just kept dying.
Yeah,
I'm like. But like the second time he died, I'm like, wait, what's happening? I'm
I was
always asking
that
myself.
is so cool. Like when I first saw the first death, because they talked about how you can be stuck in an infinity loop forever, and so that's what he did. He caused this he did a spell that caused this infinity loop until he got what he wanted.
And it was him who they would have kept going, because he's like, I will do this for eternity. Yeah. He's like, well, you're my slave basically, and that's when he's like, we'll do what you want.
At first, he's like, all right, fine.
Yeah,
we'll
continue. Yeah.
He continued it, but the thing is, he remembered every time he did it, so he was getting nowhere. You know, both. I mean, he's like, I've
real
come to
frustrated.
Yeah, dead. He'd stop it, he'd block it, then he died. Like the first time he died, it was like, holy crap, he died, and then he just came back. What a cool scene!
It was real good. That was really good.
I mean,
and then also like color wise, like cinematically, like it was so beautiful. It was really, really nice.
Yeah, I liked how, I mean, he's probably there for, 1,000 years or something, experiencing that over and over and over. I mean, they didn't really establish.
You think it was that long?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, they were showing how many times he died, how many times
they
he got
showed it like
killed.
14 times, but yeah, like obviously.
But I think that, they meant, 100 years or something. Yeah, a chunk of time. Yeah. I mean, time is irrelevant at this point because it's just looping. You never know. So, and eventually he gets his way, which is awesome. There's cool battles in that whole movie. So I really liked it. Final thoughts on Doctor Strange? Anything else?
A+. I'm looking forward. Well, now to talk about the after credit scenes. Yeah. So the first one is Thor.
No, the first.
That's the second one.
Yeah, that's the second one. The
first one. Oh.
It's when he comes back to that guy who originally used magic to heal himself. No.
What? What?
No, nothing.
No, keep going. Keep going.
So,
Claudia.
Claudia, so what'd you think
What did you think of Mr. Congeniality guy?
Yeah, Benjamin Bratt. Is that his name?
Mr.
Benjamin
Congeniality.
Benjamin Bratt. The guy who, do you remember Miss Congeniality?
Who was eating the Snickers bar.
Anyway, the guy who he was playing basketball, and they're like, how did you heal yourself? And he healed himself through magic. Yeah. So at the last credit was where the friend
cooking, and then the evil guy comes in.
Well, he wasn't an evil guy. It was his friend where he felt, what was his name? Baron Mordor? No.
Mordor is a wrong.
Yeah, I know. Wrong universe. The friend who was originally like his friend, his partner throughout the whole movie, and he felt, hey, you like made a perversion of our beliefs and stuff. Yeah. And the ancient one made a perversion of our beliefs, and she shouldn't have done that. So he went back and he said there's too many sorcerers. So he's hunting everybody who has this mystical power. So he takes away, he drains
Which
miscongenialities.
sucks. Mr.
Mr.
Congeniality is what
Congenialities
we'll call
probably.
him.
Yeah.
No, and that sucks because he wasn't doing like he
No,
was,
he was living
and
a life.
he was using the magic at all times.
Yeah.
But like for himself, you
Yeah.
know, like he wasn't doing it to hurt anybody. He just wanted to be able to go out into the world and not be in this
handicap.
pain. Yeah. So like for him to take it away, that sucked. Like because also like you saw him and you thought that he was like one of the good guys, you know, and for you to see him do that and see him visually like in pain and just to like leave, I think that was sad.
Yeah, and especially I can't remember his name, but Baron, his friend, Doctor Strange's friend, who took the power away. I've heard. Well, I think this is like almost. I've heard it being compared to, or read that it's being compared to like Anakin's fall in Star Wars. So where he was good and then he kind of turned bad and maybe to the dark side. Yeah. So I don't know what the bigger picture. I don't know what the bigger picture stuff is, but that was sad. I mean, this guy just wanted to live his life, and he got the magic taken away.
Anything like he was still like just playing basketball with his friends and
fixing cars
cooking,
or whatever he was doing.
Yeah, he wasn't like making himself like known to the world. Like he wasn't an Avenger or anything. Like he just wanted to do his own thing.
He just wanted to walk.
And not be in pain. That sucks.
Yeah. And so that was the first one, and then the second one was very exciting. It was cool. So you saw Doctor Strange.
I just heard Loki. I'm like, my baby.
Yeah.
Who is a character and my cat.
Yeah, that was a very. I didn't expect that. It was cool to see him in the like he's just there, kind of like a hey.
Just
so what do you need? Just chilling, because he's now Doctor Strange is now the overseer of the New York realm or whatever it is they called it. So he protects the New York area.
Right. And I like that they were referring to like Midgard and Asgard and stuff. Like they weren't calling it like Earth and, you know, they were calling it like their actual,
like in
their
scientific terms.
Scientific terms is we live in, Midgard.
and yeah, that was cool. I also like that you saw the an Easter egg that you were talking about, some other Easter eggs. Did you notice anything? But I saw the Avengers Tower, which they kind of, it was in plain sight there. In the background, they just had the Avengers.
Like at the end?
No, an Easter egg is something that's in the film that you catch, like that not ever like they just put in there, but like I think you're referring to them as the after credit scenes.
Paolo calls them Easter eggs.
No, Easter eggs are what's in the film that that people who know right the comics or know
like an inside joke.
An inside joke, right? It's an inside joke that not everybody will get.
And not really funny all the time, but just kind of like
I caught that.
Yeah, like that's cool. That was in the Ghostbusters movie. You got Egon in the back and the little bust of him, and everyone made a cameo, and even Egon.
Yes,
anyway, that's an Easter egg.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the other one. Thor coming in with this problem, and I don't know. Do you think Doctor Strange is going to be in the new Thor movie?
I hope so.
Because you also I've heard that Hulk's going to be in it. Bruce Banner's going to be.
Bruce Banner.
In the new Thor movie.
And I like that they make these like rando like cameos. Like Bruce Banner was also in the after credit scenes of Iron Man 3.
Was he?
Yes, right. Was it 3? When Tony Stark was saying basically the entire story and like as a therapy session, and Bruce Banner had like fallen asleep. He's like, "Oh no, I'm up. I'm okay. I'm good." Yeah, that was a really funny scene. That was
funny too.
So yeah, when they make like these cameos, like, oh my god, I just get so excited.
True. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it was good. So I'm excited to see where Thor's going because I like the Thor movies. Watching.
I wasn't.
You're not a fan of Thor movies?
No, not of the films. Like the first one, oh man, when I first watched it, the CGI
was it? I don't remember.
It was so bad. Like I remember watching it, I'm like, this is not good.
It's been the weakest of all of them. I think it's been like the less popular of all of them.
2 was CGI wise was better. But it's still not. It's because they use so much of it, and it's understandable because they're in different planets. Like that's totally like, and it's not like, let's say in Doctor Strange where it was like literally one, that one scene. Yeah. So like this, like they have entire planet. The entire film is in different planets, and I'm not a fan of the CGI. I do love Loki though.
No, I like the first one, and the second one was okay, but I like the whole. Like the Earth stuff, the comedy in there, like where he's drinking the drink, he's like, I'll have another. And he smashes the cup. I thought that was really funny. Yeah. Also, again, in Doctor Strange, just one thing I wanted to mention that was a cool visual. the different portals on Earth where you can see the windows where he would throw like the different bad guy and then close it and change it.
The desert and
the
then
desert,
yeah.
Whatever for, I don't remember. What
that was really cool.
I like that.
Also very dangerous to have in like a window.
Yep.
Like, what is just like if like me like just like walking like
whoa tripping
like,
there
like end up in like the desert
And then you forget your ring and
gone.
you're screwed.
Oh, that's true. The ring stuff too, and I loved it. I thought it was good. Doctor Strange. I recommend watching it. Donuts.
It's really good. 10.
10 for Doctor Strange. Really?
Yeah,
But 9 for
it's my
Right.
favorite comic book movie.
Really? Of
As
all
somebody-
time.
Even like Iron Man, because Iron Man was my
Part 1 was
before
good.
Doctor Strange. Iron Man was like part 1.
Which part 1? Yeah,
Yeah,
which
part
is a good movie.
And now this one, I'm like, yeah,
You liked it.
Doctor Strange.
See, I enjoyed Doctor Strange a lot too. I'd probably when I first saw it, I really enjoyed it. Thought it was different, which was cool. Probably 8 out of 10. What?
Why?
I was gonna give it a 9.
Yeah, it's okay. I just was gonna say 9, but then I said 8.
Okay.
No, I don't know. No, it wasn't a bad movie. I feel like maybe I'm a little far from it. Like if I would have talked about it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
No, yeah,
after,
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have said it.
Maybe
really
if I watch
good.
it again.
But then thinking about it, you know,
It got you excited. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was happening to me also because I had forgotten about what would happen, and then we talked about it, and I got excited again. But I don't know. I just of all time, that's your favorite
Marvel.
Yeah.
comic?
Marvel or DC or just like superhero
movie in
film.
general.
Superhero movie.
Even the
Really,
Batman
more than
movies?
Avengers?
Oh yeah, I don't like that.
You don't
Like
like
I'm not a
Batman?
big fan of Batman.
Wait, and Avengers?
Superman is like, Avengers. That movie's cool, but it's really long. Like second
What's up
part.
with long movies?
I don't like long movies. Like the latest Avengers movie that we went to watch, even Pablo was like, "Man, this is really long."
Really?
Batman
What-
versus Superman
what
was super long.
What important things do you have to do in your life?
I just think
know, like you go
after
to the
an
movie so
hour-
you can like
Escape
just get
and
away,
get away.
escape from Earth, and
after an hour, I expect the story to wrap up.
oh
and
my
just come, like,
gosh, those are
to a beautiful
rom-coms.
end.
Those are rom-coms. 90-minute movies.
I don't know.
It's okay to like it.
I
Is it
love
too late?
like super
Yeah,
long
I
films,
want
and I'm just
longer
like
movies.
like
I
just
watch
sitting.
extended cuts.
Like
Director's cut,
Titanic,
like all of that.
dip in and play the next one.
Let's tape in. Sure. Get it. Get your copy
That
of
was a
Titanic
really
from
long
Video
movie.
Plus. Is Video Plus still open? No.
No.
Oh,
Plus.
for my homies at Video Plus on the laptop. Holy crap!
I know.
Is
Yeah.
that your water?
It is
Yeah, he's been drinking it.
Gassy
I drank
water?
3 of them. No, it's not carbonated. Oh well, there. I'm a liar. No, there's no carbonation in this.
It's your
I'm not a
baba.
liar. Thanks, man.
Your backwash.
That's a
No,
backwash,
I don't
yeah.
have backwash.
I'm pretty sure you do. If that's not carbonated water, I don't know
No,
what is.
it is not carbonated water and it's not
What are you
backwash.
drinking?
It's
then?
called Propel. Propel.
Propel that away from
Like
here. Like
better
let's
water.
continue this podcast.
All right. It also has electrolytes and vitamins.
Okay, this
just
is not
FYI.
sponsored.
Nope.
Sponsored
Makers
by
of
Propel.
Gatorade. It's gonna show up the little ad down at the bottom. What are you drinking?
Osaka.
Can we
Where's that made?
get
in
It says right there, Texas.
somewhere in Texas?
From the
In the
Mangueras.
spring in Texas.
come on, get
From the Mangueras in Texas. Anyway, so Belinda, do you drink water?
No, I haven't drank water in like
Good
2
talk.
months.
Good talk.
Anyway, so thanks for joining us. We talked about a lot of random stuff. Had a good time, I think. Did you have a good time, Claudia? That sounds
Did
like a lie.
we ignore you a lot? A lot?
You guys had your moments, but it's okay. It's not you, it's me.
No, what? That's weird. Anyway,
It's not you, it's me.
we'll talk
Is
about
this
it afterwards.
continuing the our breakup?
Anyway, so thanks for joining us. We had a great time. Also, hopefully this is up soon when Arrival is still relevant and all that stuff. But check out Arrival, check out Doctor Strange, and all the other movies we mentioned. Deep Impact, maybe? I don't know.
Interstellar. The
Interstellar.
Martian.
Oh, Interstellar and The Martian, definitely. Finish Interstellar. Were you making a face?
No.
Anyway,
No.
so thanks for joining us. My name's Jim.
Claudia.
Melinda?
Awesome. The microphone's over there.
Melinda.
I was like, love you.
Did we introduce ourselves at the beginning?
Nah, but we have
He
thingies.
said, my name is Jim, and then he like started it.
I know.
This is not that
Hey guys, welcome to the Gym Show.
This is Jim's show.
Anyway, so again, thanks for joining us.
With they don't matter. It's just Jim.
No, we already said our names. And have a good night or day or morning or whatever you're doing. Bye.
Bye. Always has to be right.
It's not because of what? Hey.
I found out today,
What?
and since yesterday,
Mm,
that Jim.
I learned it from
Jim.
watching you. What?
What about Jim?
What did you find out?
That he always has to be right. If you correct him, he'll find a way to one up you.
That's you. That's both of you. Well, no, I think you do that more than Jim.
Nah, I don't think so. Like this one. No, I'm joking. I wanted to do like an
You wanna
example.
know?
Yeah.
What happened? Actually, I'm a little bit more.
Actually.
It's Melinda.
No. I'm an angel.
Oh man, I picked like the one broken pen.
Your belt is backwards now?
Yes.
I thought that was.
I put it backwards. I didn't want the shiny for future write-ups.
What do you mean? Like, you had it like that for the newscast?
I know, and I didn't like the way it looked when I was going through the footage. So I'm like, let me see how it looks backwards.
You're
It
the
looks
one
like I was.
with these
It looks like I was wearing a
pens.
seatbelt.
Where do you buy these pens?
Those are the
Is that my
ones-
pen that you stole?
No, it's my pen.
No, that's your pen.
Why do you have my pen?
Cause you gave it to me.
I did not give you anything.
It's your pen.
You traded with me right now, didn't you?
No, it's on the footage. No, it doesn't work. Can I borrow it?
Where did you get it from? I had it right here. You can use this.
Why do
pen.
you need 3
It's my
pens
pen.
for one podcast?
This is your pen or this is my pen? This is a good pen too.
These were both on your desk.
Oh, let me see which one works better. It kind of sucks. You can have it.
You can have yours back.
This wasn't mine. It's a fat pen. Look. Look.
Why
Look
you
at that tip.
fat-
I've been looking for pens like that because I love it.
Like
I
this
love,
one?
Why are you
Fat
fat
gel?
shaming pens?
I
They're
love
not.
fat stuff. I love fat pants.
You okay? Are you balancing? You don't tired of lifting your head with your head?
I'm trying
Your-
to cover my
your head
double
muscles?
chin. Did you
The
guys
whole
ever
time
do
we're just
like
like-
the shake like?
No. What are you? What are you
When
talking
it
about?
was like as seen on TV. When it was on TV.
No, I have
It
more
was like,
sense than that. What? Shake weight?
Shake.
Yeah, you tried that really? Come on, man.
No, I didn't. But
Had
I
you-
remember once when I was in high school, I went to my friend's
Yeah.
house,
Mhm.
and there was like a white like long thing, and I got it. I'm like, oh, is this a shake weight? And then he's like, turn it around, and it was a flashlight.
What?
A flashlight.
Oh.
So
You didn't know what a flashlight was?
no, so that's my experience with the shake, which I
Never used. Okay. Good review.
That's what happens when you don't brush your hair.
Mm.
The pillows on Jim.
Oh.
For real. Jim, why do you put up with us?
It's fun.
Hey, what? Why do we put up with him?
Oh, really? I'm the best.
Wait, what did Bobby say earlier? That you're the girl? That you're like a girl with us?
Why did you say that? I wasn't there for that.
In the lunch.
Was that behind my back or what?
You,
What did she
it was Bobby, Jim, and Crystal, right? And then you know how we were making those plans to sneak out for coffee or not come back to the office because they
Holy
were leaving.
crap.
And then Bobby was like, "Oh, I get it. You don't want to miss out on that because you're like a girl. You're with them."
No,
No,
he didn't say.
she didn't
She
say
said
girl.
child.
A child.
She's like, you're a 5-year-old.
Oh, I
It was
heard
a
you're
kid-
like a
kid
girl.
party.
Cause she's
Like,
like,
I
you
don't
don't
wanna
want to,
skip out of
like, you
the
don't want to
fun.
miss, out on the fun.
The fun part. Like man, what do you
That's
hear?
not what I heard. I heard
How
How
you're
did
like
you
a girl.
hear that?
Thanks, bro. I'm gonna have to like overcompensate and be extra manly. Let's see. Language power of the hectopod.
My fetish for the.
Whoa, you know what a fetish means? No.
Oh, that reminds me. Yesterday, Pablo just randomly asks me,
Is
Hey,
this
babe,
okay?
you don't
Wait,
have
wait,
any-
we're recording. I just wanted to make sure you know.
Yeah.
She knows.
he's like, babe, you don't have any fetishes, right? And I was
Oh,
like,
man.
what do you mean fetishes? He's like, like weird stuff. He's like, you don't, right? I'm like, no, not really. Like, it was just super out of nowhere. Like, he just asked that. I was like, why do you ask? He's like, I'm just trying to figure you out. I'm like,
You should share that with your
with who?
with your husband.
With your husband.
That's what he asked me, if I had any fetishes. I don't.
You should.
I feel like that should have been established before the vows.
I know. My friend, well, Pablo's little sister, their sorority. I don't know what it is.
Your friend. I mean, Pablo's little sister.
Well, it's because they're like fundraising and like English. Just because I love like The Devil and Tom Walker and like all those like dark.
devil?
You love the devil.
That's
like-
what I heard.
I like, no, it's just, it's like an essay. It's a short story. The Devil and Tom Walker.
That was very rude.
Wait, you had already cut it.
No. When? I was still looking.
Let's do it again.
Let's start. Nah, it's fine.
No, let's do it again.
How
What?
long was it?
The outro.
Don't do the outro.
But transitions and cuts and.
We'll do another outro, but this one I'll leave.
Hey, Jim's really upset.
No, it's fine. I'm not upset. It was fine.
Did you put horns on
Yeah.
it?
I was like,
But she's like, that was after you cut. It was like, I didn't get up to cut.
you always keep it rolling.
Why did you do that?
It's okay.
I thought we were like, boop.
Okay.
Jim, breathe.
No, I'm okay.
just
I'm only a
getting
little bit
mad.
angry. No, I'm not angry. I'm not angry.
You seem so upset.
Why? I'm not mad.
You're like, have a good day. I
Have a
don't,
good
Okay, let's do
day.
I
another
don't
one.
care.
Let's
you
do
have a
another
good
one. So
day.
we can have as many outros. Like,
You're creating a
back.
universal loophole.
yeah.
That was good. That
There you
was
go.
good. I'm proud of you, Claudia.
Do you want to do the intro? The
That's the outro.
I'm not
They're
mad.
little horns.
I'm not angry. It's fine. Do the outro, Melinda.
No, you do
No,
the
do
outro.
it.
This
Each
is
one,
yours.
Each one do it. Each one do one.
This is yours.
Go ahead.
It's yours.
Claudia, do the outro, and then Melinda will do one.
Thank you guys for joining us on the Kinda Sorta Maybe show. I'm Claudia.
I'm Jim.
I'm Melinda.
Bye.
Good job.
Let's pretend to be Jim. Thank you guys for joining us on the Kinda Sorta Maybe show.
Make
I'm
sure to
Jim.
make sure to follow us on YouTube.
Right here. Or right
on
here.
the Twitter
The Twitter.
and the Facebook.
KSM show, no. KOSM show, no. KSMO show. One of those. It's up there.
and all that good stuff.
But I don't know,
Have
whatever.
a good night or evening or morning
I don't
or
know.
second breakfast.
Maybe.
Bye.
I love second breakfast.
Second breakfast. You said that before?
No, that's hobbits. I know I'm not as thin as I used to be. But-
You're skinny, Jim.
oh my god. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Shit. You sound like Mickey Mouse.
That's rude.
It's not even Minnie Mouse.
Oh! Oh! Boys and girls.
What? Is that what Mickey Mouse says? Yeah, this water's
Wrong.
There's not even on.
It is.
It's not. You still don't know how this works.
Do I plug these things in? No.
Can
It's my water.
You were pointing
Can
at
I unplug this or are you gonna yell at me?
You can unplug it. I won't yell at you.
So, this is your mic, just that circle?
It comes with a stand, but I don't think Jim wants me to use it.
Because we slam on the table.
Why are you speaking like that? You're about to sneeze too?
No, that's just my voice.
It's like cracking.
That's how I talk.
Rude.
That's how I crack.
Boy, think about. Did you see that? There's an SNL skit with that. It's called "That's How I Talk."
There's no camera in here.
4 minutes left.
Hello.
It's running out of tape.
Where's the camera?
What are you talking about?
We're running out of time.
What are you talking about? The
Oh,
camera?
there it is.
Oh my god.
I was like, where's the camera?
I get it.
I need to go.